I'm going to teach you guys how not to get manipulated and fooled by the media. So this headline just showed up in Twitter. Breaking: Attorney General Barr tells Associated Press that the Justice Department hasn't uncovered widespread voting fraud that could change the 2020 election outcome. So everyone thinks, hey, there's no fraud. But look, let's look at this. Do you see this? If you have an IQ over 110, you're just laughing at this headline. It says breaking: Attorney General William Barr tells, okay, so this is this guy telling this news agency that the Justice Department hasn't uncovered widespread voting fraud that could have changed the 2020 election outcome. So the Justice Department hasn't uncovered anything, and that's what the AP is saying, that Attorney General Barr told the AP that the Justice Department hasn't said anything. This is like, let's just remove all those big legal sounding words. This is exactly the same as saying breaking. Juanita tells Alejandra that Yolanda hasn't found that Clarita had Monica lie about Esmeralda. Literally, this is like who told who. You see that In Living Color episode where Yolanda tells Juanita that Monica told Jessica that Esmeralda said that Pilar said that. This is exactly the same thing. This is hearsay, guys. Hearsay. It's somebody else telling somebody else that somebody else said something else. So it's not even like the Justice Department is telling the Associated Press, no, we haven't found anything. But here's the funny thing about this. Attorney General Barr's job is not to go find widespread voting fraud. In fact, his job is to just defend and stay on the other side of the plaintiff. His job is to be on the other side of the plaintiff. Next thing you know, so his job is to be the anti-Trump campaign. Anything the Trump campaign says this, he says, no, that's not true. We haven't investigated that and we haven't found that. But see, look, the Justice Department too, their job isn't to uncover widespread voting fraud. The Justice Department's job is to sit there and wait until you or Trump uncovers that voting fraud and then presents it to them. They're a judge. When's the last time you saw a judge, the Justice Department, when's the last time you saw a judge actually go out and pick up a magnifying glass and go sleuthing around like Sherlock Holmes? Judges don't go doing detective work. The Justice Department sits there and waits for Trump to go present evidence. So this is literally like saying, yeah, my doctor found no evidence of worn brake pads. Yeah, your car has no problems according to my doctor. And you're sitting there saying, wait, huh? Why would my doctor even have an opinion about my brake pads? That's stuff that you know. You know that brake pads are the domain of mechanics. And you know that doctors are have the domain of your physical body health. So it's like, I don't know, it's like someone says, well, um, Jimmy told Joe said that his doctor said that you have no problems with your exterior paint, that you don't need to put a fresh coat of paint on your house. Oh, well, if Jimmy told Mark that Paul said that Joe's doctor said that there was no need to replace the paint on my house, then I'm fine. Right? So stuff like that you identify with. You know that your doctor doesn't have an opinion about the paint on your house. But when it comes to the Justice Department, a lot of people are like, what does the Justice Department do? I guess they go look for fraud in elections. They don't. That's not what they do. What does Attorney General Barr do? I guess since he says he hasn't found any evidence of fraud, I guess he looked for it. No, he doesn't look for it. It's literally like saying, do you get my frustration here? It's like people that aren't supposed to look for something, you're saying, well, they never found anything. Well, you know why? It's because they're not supposed to look for it. The judge didn't find any evidence of murder. Well, that's because the judge doesn't go look for evidence of murder. Detectives do that. Anyway, the entire media world is built like this. They'll say something stupid, uh, on the hopes that you're stupid enough to think that what they said is what should have been done. They will literally tell you no blenders have been used to make Nike athletic shoes. And you think, oh, geez, I'm so glad no blenders have been used to make Nike athletic shoes. I'm sure they've just been used to make Adidas shoes. Blenders are made to blend juice. They're not made to make athletic shoes. But that's exactly how every single one of these stupid headlines are made. And it's just so... it's just so stupid. It's just so ridiculous. Anyway, just when you read a headline, ask yourself, okay, so someone says someone did this, or someone says someone didn't do this. Just ask, are they even supposed to be doing this? Justice Department didn't find any evidence. Is the Justice Department even supposed to be finding evidence? No.